I'm Maria and welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make a really easy dish called tortilla soup. Sopa de tortilla, sopa azteca, Aztec soup. Those are the different names for it, and it comes from the Mexico City region. And there are so many different versions of this soup, and you can find it all over the United States, you can find it all over Mexico, and you can find all kinds of different ingredients to go with it. So, and they're all good, right? I mean, they are all super delicious. So today I'm just going to show you a real basic one. So here in this red pot, I have 4 chicken breasts that have been cooked and chopped up, and they were cooked in the pot with some chicken broth, some water, some salt, pepper, and carrots and onions and some garlic. So it's got a really nice broth in there. In here in the blender, I have some, half of a white onion. I have a can of fire roasted tomatoes. You don't have to, it's about 15 ounces. You don't have to use a can. You can use fresh tomatoes. You can use tomatoes that you've roasted, and that would taste really good. Whatever you want. And then I also have 4 pieces of garlic cloves in there. And then I have a chili. So the base of your sauce is based on a chili. So it depends on you what kind of chili you want to use. I am using a dried ancho chili. And the dried ancho chili gives it a really good flavor. The ancho chili is ancho when it's dried. When it's fresh, it's called a poblano pepper. So those are my favorite peppers. But dried, they're really good. You can use guajillo dried chili. You can do anything you want. So whatever you have at home, that's the chili you're going to use. Because it's a dry chili, I am going to put it in a bowl. You take out all the seeds. This is what it looks like when you pull it out of the bag. You're going to take out all the seeds and the stem, and then you're going to put in a bowl with hot water and reconstitute your chili. And so that's what I did over here. And so I actually have those chilies in there, but this is what it looks like. So it's ready to be blended and cooked, and then it'll be put in the soup. So that is what we have in here right now. And then I am going to show you in a minute, as soon as I finish blending all this, and I'm going to show you the tortilla part and then what else we do with the chili. So hold on just a sec. All right, so now my sauce is completely blended, and so now I'm going to strain it and put it into my soup. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. Strain this out. And it's nice and thick. So we're going to probably, I'll be putting in a little more chicken broth into this soup. So it actually asked for, let's see, 2 quarts of chicken broth in this. And I've only put 1 so far with cooking the chicken. But once I'm starting to cook the sauce a little more, then I will put more chicken broth in there, or water. It doesn't really matter. It has a lot of flavor because I cook the chicken in here anyways. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about, while this is going through, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the actual, let's see, my actual guajillo chili. So these are the tortilla strips that have been fried. And this is just 1 tortilla the strip that I made, I took these from like the store-bought corn tortillas, stripped them like that, and then fried them. And then this is little pieces of the guajillo chili. I'm sorry, the ancho chili. So here's the ancho chili, and what I did is I took some and then I just turned around and used the scissors to cut strips of it. And then these strips I fried in the same oil that I just fried the tortilla strips in. And so it's really, you lightly toast them or fry them, and that's going to give you a really good flavor for your topping that you're going to put on your soup. So you're going to have your tortilla strips, you're going to have a few other toppings that I'm going to show you, and then you're going to also have those little chili strips that you can put and top on your soup. And you know, it works out really well, because what if you didn't make a really hot, spicy tomato base that I just made for you? What if you wanted a little more heat to it? You can add it with your chili strips. So I'm gonna have this broth cook for probably about 20 minutes, and then I'm gonna get back with you and I'm gonna show you how we plate it. Okay? All right, we are ready for our tortilla soup. So this has been cooking for about 20 minutes, and so it is ready to serve. But I did want to tell you, before I serve it, one other ingredient I added is something called epazote. And epazote, it's like this little green dried herb that that I put in, and it's gonna give it a really nice flavor. It kind of gives it a nice earthy flavor, and some people say that it's not tortilla soup if it doesn't have epazote. But it's something that I usually actually put in my beans, and it's supposed to also be good for your digestion. So epazote is always good, and if you can't find it, you're probably not going to find it in a regular grocery store, but in a Mexican grocery store you're going to find it. Also with the dried chilies, if you want to try those, you might be able to find those in a regular grocery store, but you will find them also in a Mexican grocery store. And there are so many different kinds. Just get a whole bunch of this, you know, try out the different ones that look appealing to you, because they're a lot of fun. So I'm going to go ahead and serve my tortilla soup. So I've got my broth. I'm going to put some chicken in there. And now I'm going to put my tortillas. And I am going to add quite a bit, because why not? And you can put in some avocado. So I've got some avocado here you can put in. And that always makes it taste good. You don't have to put avocado, but it's always a good addition to tortilla soup. Some Mexican cream. That's always going to be a good thing. How about some of these little dried chilies that I fried? Those look really good. And so one last thing, you can put some cheese. Now I'm just putting some shredded cheese in here. I would recommend queso fresco or queso panela, and that would be really good for this, but I didn't have any. So I had shredded cheese, so I just put that. It's Monterey Jack and asadero and cotija. And so it's really good. So there's your tortilla soup, and I hope you enjoy it. And once you learn how to do the basic, play around with it, add to it, and it'll be a lot of fun. Even my dog's ready for some. Have a great day. Thank you.